All right, I don't know if y'all can see me or not. Hold on, I'm trying to get everything back up. Power just went out, so give me just a second. I mean, it's am I back? Can you hear me? Did we keep the same stream? That's my question. So, give me just a second. Let me get everything back up, including Discord, David. Now, we really have had some rain here. So, give me just a second. And I'll be right back on getting, I guess I'm going to stay here. So, live streaming. I should be streaming, I'm hoping. Come on. Come on. Let's pop it out. Pop out the chat. I don't know. Did it change streams or what did we do? I don't know what happened. Is that better? Is that any better? I don't know if it's better or not. I can't see. I can't tell. Hold on just a second. Let me get in here. I'm still in the private, David Olson. Let me drag you back. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Okay.
Let me turn this off. Hold on a second here. There we go.
I gotta turn you down a little bit too. All right.
Yes. Anyway, I got that. It was very nice that our good friend Shane put a little thing in the chat box there. So I've got that up on my other. I've got that up on my other screen, so I can take a chance to look at that. So
Okay.
You're doing good right now, though.
Okay,
so
cool.
You're going to be working on the MK2 upgrade, I guess.
Yeah, and it's on my home built MK2 upgrade.
Oh, okay.
And then, like I said, like we were talking about the other day, I really want to get the TiVo Little Monster running. And I can do that by first getting a Wi-Fi duet, and then at a later date upgrading the effector and all that other stuff. So
which Wi-Fi duet are you going to get? You know?
Oh, it's only one. There's only one duet Wi-Fi. There's a. Okay.
Yep. I'm going to have to take this country. I'll get back to you. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, David. You're still here. Let me take him out of here. There we go. All right. Took David out of here. Let me put him back down here in the $5 Gold Club where he was at. There could be only one. That's right. Not a Highlander reference, really. All right. So, no, it's David was doing the echo. This still says it's a bad stream. Am I streaming bad? Is it bouncing a lot? Because the internet's shot. I mean, you know, power wasn't great for it either. So, the thing is, it wasn't even a long enough blip to kick out my internet. Because it takes longer to come up than my computer does. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened. So, I really don't know what happened. Because the only thing that went off was this machine. My lights flickered here, but good at 240. Sweet. All right. Yeah, I mean, it shows good here. YouTube's just showing that it's bad. But this thing shows me it's bad a lot of times. But both of them are showing that it's bad. So I don't know. All right. Who's next? What's up, Gabe? Welcome to the Country Club. No, I don't have no UPS. I do. It's on my printers. I actually put new batteries in that one. That was on my servers for 4 or 5 years, and the batteries finally went dead. I've got another one in the living room that I need batteries for. It's got to wait till I get money. It's just that simple. So, anyway. So, who's next? Somebody jump in here and let's have a chat. I mean, it's been an hour, and y'all know how to support the channel. The links are below. I want to say I appreciate the crap out of those that are using the affiliate links. You know, 5, 10, 15, 20 cents at a time is awesome. So far, I've had, I don't know, 6 sales, I think it is. No, not at all. Trolling for dollars, not at all, my friend. I know Hawk's next, but you know, wait, we got 3D printing llama in here. Here we go, Tom. Nope. Wait. All right, you got to mute YouTube.
Yeah, that's no problem.
All right. So yeah, Hawk's waiting for his daughter to go back to sleep. But let me finish out. If y'all want to support the channel, you know where the links are. Just click them below. Y'all have done great so far, and I appreciate the Kuntry Klub forever. So, all right. So we've got the 3D printing llama in here. The man behind the man with the face on the cup. Look, check it out. See? All right. Yeah.
Oh my God. So much delay in the video.
That's why you have to mute it, because if not, you'll get so confused.
I know, it's just funny.
But so how you been, man?
Just hot and tired and miserable. How about you?
Just wet and miserable and hot.
Yeah, you guys are getting rain.
Dude, it's crazy rain, because, and a lot of people don't realize it, in Florida the trees don't have tap roots. Okay, well, where I live at, the roots just spread out across the top of the ground because they don't have to go deep to get water.
Yeah, well, that and like in Miami, they can't go deep because Miami is actually a big ass coral reef.
Right. Well, that you got that too.
Soil. People don't realize that Miami and the Keys are actual old, multi-million-year-old coral reefs. They're
right.
So there's nothing for them to grow into because it's solid.
Well, a lot of people just don't realize that. And when we get heavy rain like this, we have trees just fall over. I mean, just fall over, and they pull their entire root system up with them. It's not like they break off. They just come out of the ground. So a lot of people don't know that.
Ours just grow really tall, and then they fall over and take out all the power lines.
So what's on your mind, Thomas?
No. I figured I'd kill some time with it just because no one else was jumping in.
I hear you. Well, and the thing is, I've only done one other call-in show, and not many people called in that time either. It's like people don't want to talk. I don't understand it.
Some people just don't like talking.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not a big talker.
That Shane from Prusy guy, he's the worst, though. He's right there along the lines of that guy from Galaxy, the Guardians of the Galaxy that I interviewed.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I did see that one. That was funny.
Because he didn't say a damn thing. Anyway. Tom said each caller has to sing, so you need to sing now.
Yeah, you really don't want me to sing. Everyone will leave with their ears covered. Believe it or not, I used to be able to sing, and then I broke my neck, and the whole shifting of the neck kind of screwed my whole throat up.
Yeah.
Now I even try, and it's like frogs.
Right.
But anyway, so we got to do Mrs. Country here.
Oh yeah, you've been working on that, right?
Yeah, I'm working on it this very moment. I don't want to give her a gnome body.
You don't?
No, she doesn't need to be a gnome. You're a gnome. She's not a gnome.
You need to go get like one of those elf figurines, like the warrior elf figurines, and put her head on that.
Yeah, well, I was trying to model it myself, but Sculptress is good for some things, but when it starts getting complicated, it's just too light.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to either shell out some money and get ZBrush, which it's just way above and beyond my budget, or learn Blender.
Yeah. What's up, 3D printing trucker?
3D printing trucker. Hey, do you have a 3D printer in your truck?
Yeah, I think. Wait, I did see some of his videos. I do believe he does.
For real? That would be cool.
Yeah.
Just like the kid with the backpack printer at the shows. That was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that should be better. They were saying I was getting some echo.
Well, I'm just using my tablet for the Discord, so it might be a crappy mic on my end.
Well, not only that, I think mine was picking up because I've got it playing through my television speakers above the monitors here.
Yeah, I figured that. So it's vibrating back through your mic.
Yeah. But yeah, 3D Print Trucker says he's got an Ender 2 in his truck.
That must be freaking cool.
Yeah, right?
That's so bizarre where you can drive around and print shit stuff. Sorry, my French.
Yeah, and there comes Mitch. Hey, Mitch, Robert Reynolds, Big Steve, how y'all doing? But yeah, Mitch is the one that's got the backpack printer.
3D printer backpack? That thing's awesome. It is awesome.
But no, man, I'm gonna tell you, I wish I had half of the talent that you do for doing the modeling stuff, because I tried, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's weird though. Sometimes it just comes to you. Like yours, dude, it was like it literally took me less than an hour.
Yeah.
Trying to do your wife, it still doesn't really look like her. Some things just don't. Some things just come and some just don't.
Right. But
makes it difficult sometimes.
Yeah. What's up, that one gaming guy? We're having a call-in show for those of y'all that just joined and don't know. If you get on Discord, you can jump in like Tom has here. But okay, so Tom, I know you said you're working on Mrs. Country.
Yep.
What else you got going on?
Trying to get my Core XY rerunning. Ever since it was at Earth. I mean, it never ran 100%, but something about the travel home from Earth killed it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not quite sure what, and I'm literally at the point now where I just tore everything apart, and anything 3D printed, I printed new ones, and if something wasn't lining up, it kept moving funny, and I just don't know.
I hear you. No, I actually didn't have any problems with my printers from home, from Earth to here.
Yeah, no,
I really didn't.
I didn't have any problems getting down there, but I think I drove a little. I went across the GW Bridge in New York rather aggressively because I was not happy.
Yeah.
I think I shook my printers up a little bit.
I hear you. No, I was careful with ours, but we had to take them out because we stopped in Washington for overnight, right?
Yeah.
So we drove from down there, and we stayed in Washington. Actually, stayed in Washington 2 nights. The first night, then we got up and got on the train, went and did Washington, then came back, spent the night, got up the next morning, and left. So we actually had to take them out of the car, put them in the hotel, all of the PLA, because all of my stuff is PLA.
Yeah,
so,
I had that same problem bringing it home. When I left Earth, I didn't leave right away. I went back to the hotel room. Had to take them out of the car at the hotel room because I planned on driving home, knowing I had to go through Connecticut and New York. I figured I'd leave really late at night, so I had to take it out of the car so it wouldn't bake in the sun. Put it in a hotel. Try and sleep. Well, you're sleeping around 3D printers. There's not much room in those little hotels. Reload them back into the car and then drive. And I think somewhere in that load unload, I screwed something up.
Yeah, we had all the swag, all the stuff I printed, all the printed maker coins, 2 printers, and a whole bunch of PLA that I brought with me to print stuff with. I always bring too much.
Yeah, I had a whole lunch bag of like stickers and maker coins I collected. Frickin' left it on the counter at the hotel room.
Oh.
All of them.
Dang, man.
They're all sitting there on the counter. So some lucky maid got a whole bunch of 3D printed crap.
And they're like, what the hell is this? And threw it in the garbage.
Yeah, probably. That's just what they did. They didn't care.
Oh yeah, I believe it or not, man. I wore my Everyone's a Maker shirt. The shirt I've got on right now, I wore to work today, right? Yeah. Me and my wife, I went and picked my wife up at lunch. We went out to over to the Chinese buffet, and I took her back and went back to work. Not one person out of all the people we saw said, "Oh, I love your shirt, man. That's a Prusa shirt," or nothing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, for those thinking 3D printing is mainstream already, no, it's not.
It's not mainstream, but it is definitely in there. It's kind of up there with RC stuff. Not quite, but close.
Well, RC is a more accessible hobby right now. Hey, Teresa, how are you?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, but it's not much more. I mean, the 3D printers are just as accessible. It's more of a you have to learn it. You know, an RC car, you throw the battery in, you turn the thing on, and you go drive a car, fly a plane.
And that's exactly what I was thinking too. I mean, RC is where you just put batteries in it and you go. You know. Yeah. So
3D printer, you actually have to learn it.
Right. Exactly.
You know, everyone thinks it's cool until they figure out you have to like play with code and firmware and build the things and line them up, and then they're like, yeah, no, we just want to push the button and go.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, hey, that's fine too. I mean, I get a lot of people that like, you know, I create most of my own stuff, even my 3D printer. I did not print somebody else's printer. I designed the thing 100% my own.
Right.
My Core XY. You know, most people just print stuff off of Thingiverse.
Right.
You know, I got sort of friends that are into 3D printing. They're like, oh, that's just bad. You know, everyone should be like you and design. I'm like, no, you know what? Not everyone can design stuff. Not everyone can figure out how the software works. Some people just push a button and print something cool.
That's an absolute fact.
You know, if they want to print something cool, let them print something cool. Who cares if they design it themselves?
Right. Well, I haven't printed anything myself, so.
Huh?
I haven't designed anything myself.
You should, because it's really not as hard as you think it is. Like, sculptures is so easy, dude.
Well, I mean, I've played around with sculptures, you know, and I've done that. But I'm talking about, you know, just other than a corner bracket that my dad needed for something, I have yet to get in and actually just design something that I needed or was useful. You know what I mean?
That's what got me in. Well, the RC quadcopters and stuff got me into it, because I kept crashing and breaking them, and it got expensive buying parts. So I was like, well, I got $200 shelled out for parts. I might as well shell out another $200 and buy a printer and just make my damn own.
Right. No, I hear you. All right. So what do we got? Well, hey man, we've got Mitch Cerrone waiting to get in here. Tom, you got anything else you need, buddy?
Nah, I was just killing time.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Later, man.
Hey, Mitch. Make sure that you mute your YouTube and unmute your headphones and your mic. Nothing. Let me see if I can get him on here. Maybe, I don't know. He's not listening. All right, well.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, sorry. Hey, first time caller, long time listener. Am I the ninth caller? Do I win a 3D printer?
In a quarter mile, keep left at the
I don't have a 3D printer to give away.
East, US 40 East.
Sorry, what's up?
I said I don't have a printer to give away.
Oh man, you gotta print one.
I got a printer that you can give me if you like.
Not the Artemis.
I do need an Artemis.
You do need an Artemis. Everybody needs an Artemis. Yeah, I still need to do the strain relief on that. Because I still have like a thermal fault the last time I tried printing. So it's been just kind of sitting, doing nothing in my room. But I've also been traveling for work.
Yeah.
But the one printer I'm probably going to end up, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I have a monopress mini V2 that I probably will never use. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I'm not going to make a backpack printer out of it.
Right. No, I hear you.
Yeah. I don't know, the Evo sounds like a good one, but I already have a D-Bot in the kit for him. Like, I bought all the parts for the D-Bot about a year ago, and I still haven't put it together, so.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. I think that I don't really have another printer that I need. So it's not really a need anymore. It's now down to, okay, what do I want the most next?
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm the same way now. It's like I have like the best Delta printer you can get, and then I have probably the best Cartesian printer you can get, the Prusa Mark II. Like,
how is that better than the Mark III?
I don't really care. I don't really need all the other sensors and stuff. Like, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit more work to do. The only thing that would, like, the only reason I get the 2.5 upgrade is to do the flexible build plate.
Well, here's my thing. You're right, though. They both print almost identically.
Yeah.
So, now, you got the Artemis 300, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 300 millimeter Delta.
Ideally, yes. You can print at 300 plus a little bit, I think, depending on if you have the clips on it or not.
Well, the TiVo Little Monster will print 510, even though it says 500.
Diameter?
No, it's 340 on the diameter.
Oh, okay. So it's a little bit bigger than the Artemis, I guess. Because you can push it. I mean, I was thinking once you get it to stick to the first couple layers, if you can clear the clips, I mean, the arms could extend almost to the point where it's really the effector, the fans on the effector that will hit the belts, like before the tower. So you could probably get like a little, like almost close to 320.
Yeah.
On the diameter.
Well, see,
but on the Monster, I'm not sure.
3D Printing Trucker brought up that it's a TiVo, but it won't be for very much longer.
Oh, yeah. I know you've been working on it and had a lot of problems.
Well, and I have, but pretty soon it's going to have a duet Wi-Fi on it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it should have had that to begin with.
Yeah.
But I know it's TiVo, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm totally going to have a duet Wi-Fi on all my printers eventually.
Well,
probably not the Prusa because it works well, but all my future printers will have it. But yeah, the next thing I'm probably going to do is actually design my own printer, and I've kind of talked about it at IRF, and I'm kind of more serious about doing it because I have a lot of ideas of things to implement, and I want to do it in like one printer. So.
Right.
But I mean, making it a rep wrap, making it fully open source so that other people can contribute. I think I want to learn how to do that, like how to set up a proper like GitHub, and have contributors and forks and yeah. But I don't know why you haven't designed anything yet.
What's that?
You should get on it. I don't know why you haven't designed anything yourself yet. Like. You learned Fusion 360, right?
I do what?
Have you worked with Fusion 360 yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you haven't designed anything yet that you've printed.
Well, I haven't because I haven't needed to.
Oh, everything's already done, yeah.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I really came up with some, design of a printer or something that I really wanted to try, I would do it, but right now I don't have anything.
That's true. There is a lot of good rep designs. The problem is like some of them get kind of abandoned by their creators because then they kind of become outdated, and then some have a whole life of their own. Like the Evo, right? Was the Hypercube, right? And then it became like another printer. And then you made it kind of your own too, by making a derivative of it.
Yeah. But, and everybody's like, well, print another printer, and that's all well and good, but it really wasn't to be my thing. It was just because I thought I could do it cheaper than I could buy the aluminum frames for.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, Copper Dolphin? But so let me ask you this, Mitch.
All
right, so you've done the 3D backpack printer now at everywhere you've been, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, is that what you want to keep doing, or do you want to move into something else?
Well, I mean, it's definitely got a lot of positive feedback. So, but I mean, I'm kind of tired of the current design because the current design was kind of put together quickly, and I didn't consider a lot of things that I should have considered. So, like, I would like to do a version 2, but I have other printer projects that I have been working on, and like I said, I want to kind of make. I'm planning on making my own Delta printer design, and I want to incorporate that to be a backpack. So, or backpackable. Like, I want it to be like a modular thing. Like, I think it'd be cool to have a modular 3D printer where you can, like, you want a spool holder, you just click it on. You want it to be a backpack, you just strap it on your back and then add a battery pack or something, like, you know, like how making a printer that's modular, where kind of like more consumer friendly design, where you're, you know, and I know there's a lot of Kickstarters for consumer friendly printers, but they never end up either existing in the real world or, you know, becoming that consumer friendly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but as a rep wrap, like rep wraps, I've never had a rep wrap that's actually been consumer friendly, except for like the Prusa, but even that's not really that consumer friendly because it still involves you building it.
Well, the thing is though, you can buy it fully assembled though.
Yeah, and it's true. Okay, so yeah, that and the Lulzbots and stuff that are designed to be out of the box, but there's still a lot of tinkering involved. You know. Well,
you know, if you're lucky and it ships correctly, there's no way.
Yeah, true. You have nothing breaks. Yeah.
I mean,
like everybody's looking for like the Apple of 3D printing, like the Macintosh of 3D printing, and like I don't think we're there yet. I mean. But I mean, I would like to try, you know.
Well, I will
keep it open source.
I will tell you this: if Apple built a 3D printer, I would never own it.
Yeah, probably. It'd also be like 5 times more expensive. Well, I mean, I assume like Stratus is the Apple of 3D printing. I mean, they make like, you know, they have their own service agreements, you know, for their printers, like, but they're also like $20,000 or more. So, and they work, but they're like marginally better than the FDM printers you can get for $200. You know.
Well, I guess, but I think build volume's a little bigger on most of the Stratus systems, right?
Some of them, yeah. I've only used a U-print, and I mean it was pretty sophisticated, even to today's standards. But also, I've seen a comparison of Stratus's U-print versus a printer bought Simple Metal, and like the print quality is like marginally different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, with FDM printing, you can only go so far. I mean, you're still layering plastic on top of plastic. I mean, it's never going to be SLS.
Yeah, which I think that would be what I would like to do next, but I think we're not there yet.
Oh no, we're definitely not.
Yeah. And the center at Lisa, I had the opportunity to use one, but our makerspace decided to sell it because it was a lot of work for volunteers. Like a lot of post processing involved, and it's sort of dangerous and sort of messy, you know.
Right.
Carry around, so we're gonna pass on that. But like the Mark Forge printers are really good too. That's one of those prosumer ones where it's like almost user friendly. That's one I would actually like to use because I like to do functional parts.
Yeah.
But I think the prosumer market is like completely different than what this community is built upon. So.
Oh well, most definitely. I mean, the only time I would even think about going to a prosumer market is if I had a product that had already, proven itself in the FDM level, and I needed better quality, from the start, or more build volume or something. I really don't even know why I would go with a prosumer model. We talked about that when the Ultimaker 6 came out or whatever, S5, whatever it is. Yeah. I mean, what is that? $6,000 for a printer?
It's less than that, but it's way more expensive than that is very far into the prosumer, yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the only prosumer one I really use is the Form 2, and the Form 2 is excellent. Like, the Form 2 is probably the closest to an Apple user experience type of printer that, like, I've gotten to so far, and that's at $3,500. Like, and it's mainly because they use their chipped cartridges, you know, so that you can't screw it up. Is essentially it. Like, the less you actually touch the resin and everything, the better.
Right.
But I mean, even recently, we've had the printer for a year and a half at the makerspace, and I just now have to get it fixed because all the resin accumulated at the bottom of where the cartridges goes in and dried up on the sensor, so the contacts don't make good contact, and so now it won't recognize a cartridge inside of it. So even though they made it, you know, real user friendly by, you know, making proprietary cartridges, they also made it difficult because when it screws up, you can't use the printer. So,
right.
But I mean, but the parts I've gotten out of have really been good, and like their whole ecosystem has been really easy to use, and that's why we picked it for the makerspace. But I mean, in all honesty, if I had the time, I would totally just get a couple PO Poly Moais for the same price as a Form 2, and you know. But I'm not the average consumer, so it's kind of hard we take it for granted that we can fix things easily.
Yeah. All right, cool, Mitch. Well, it's been nice catching up, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. I'll listen to the rest of your video.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do this every Thursday. So, I mean, you'll be welcome back anytime, man.
Okay, cool. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later, Mitch.
Bye.
All right. So, who's up next? Anybody else want to come in here and join the stream? Because we got 30 more minutes. But, you know, the Ultimaker S5 right now is listed for $59.95. You know. Yeah, and the Moai is the poor people's resin printer. You're right. But it also makes some cool prints now. You know. And Filament Frenzy, I don't know that 330 by 300 by 300 would actually satisfy a lot of people. Now, Hawk, you know, you do that with the IDEX system, but they got the MMU2. So, you know, I'm thinking 4 by 4 by 500, not 3 by 3 by 3, because I just don't think that people, it's not that big of a leap. I would definitely, you know, they did, from what I understand, they did buy an SLA or SLS company. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with that. But if they don't get, you know, closer to the consumer, like the Piopoly Moai, and come with some, watch your mouth, Shane, and come with some, I don't know, some tools that make it a little better. Yeah, I'm ready. Are you ready? That's the question. Yes, you get to troubleshoot them. Woohoo! Get your butt in the queue, Hawk. Now you have to watch it. If Hawk comes in, you have to watch it because you can't understand anything he says unless you live over there where he lives. All right, Hawk, mute your YouTube because here you come. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello, Hawk. Well, he's in the room. Oh, there he fell back out. Hold on. Let me try this again. There you are.
Hello?
Yeah, there you go.
How's it going?
It's going great, man. And I want to thank you again, voice to voice. Thank you for the shout out on your video. I appreciate that more than you can ever know.
My pleasure. My pleasure. It was a promise that I said I'd do, and I'm a man of my word.
Well, that's good, man. I try to be myself. So sometimes I'm a little slow at my word, but I try to be just as much as I can.
Me too. Me too. I think that's just a normal thing. I think it's all the fumes from the printers.
It may be. I do kind of lose days in here sometimes. So how you doing?
I'm good. Well, it's late. I'm tired, but I'm good. You?
I'm fantastic, man. It's only 7:30. I'm great.
Yeah, you've still got the rest of the day. I wish I had the rest of the day as well. The days go too quick these days.
Yeah, it's hot in here. I will say that.
What, hot in your like print shack thing?
Yeah, it's hot in this room.
Room, yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very hot in here. I printed another UFO with this.
I can't see it either because I'm on my phone now.
Oh, I got you. No, that's fine. I used almost the rest of the Tom's Orange that I got and actually printed another better UFO. I'm gonna take one of them to work.
Yeah.
Sit on my.
Are the people at work been nice and receptive about the fact that you do YouTube? Have you told them yet?
They don't care.
They don't care.
No. I told them.
Well,
matter of fact, I wore my print shirt and my Kuntry 3D hat today.
All right.
I've got 3D prints all on my cabinets, on my shelves.
Yeah.
And I've had one person go, "Oh, what is that? Oh, I made that." And they're like, "Oh." So.
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh. Well, it's their loss. They'll get wise to it eventually when they come out of whatever hole they're in.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I have to say, man, your maker coin looks excellent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, like I said in my video, I don't have a lot of 3D CAD experience, so I had to kind of give props to the guy that helped me, because if I just went out there and said, "Oh, I did this completely on my own," it'd be a bit wrong because I'm too honest for that.
Yeah.
It's better to kind of say, "Look, I'm not the best at this. I did have some help, but this is what I came up with,"
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'd be like me saying, "Hey, look at all these things I did with cowboy hats on them to make them mine."
Yeah.
The only thing I did was a maker coin that I dropped a hat on, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's so cool."
Yeah, but I know for a fact, and you know for a fact, that if you really wanted to do some design work, you could do it 100% because you're a talented guy. I mean, you know code and everything. I don't know Java and everything like you're a talented guy. CAD would be like just a walk in the park for you.
Well, the problem is that I get aggravated with it. It's not that I don't want to that I couldn't sit down and learn it. I get aggravated because I get I've started designing some things in Fusion 360. And yeah. I even one of the successful things, and I take this back. I did design something in Fusion 360, and I did a little video on it. I did a gear for the air conditioner in my daughter's boyfriend's car,
right?
Because his had broken teeth on it, so I made one in Fusion 360, and it worked perfectly.
Did you make a video on it?
Well, I showed it on a video. I didn't make a video of me making it.
You need to make a video on that, Walter.
Yeah,
that's your
next job.
Come on. Let's see that video.
But I did do that. I did design that. And matter of fact, I had to print like 5 of them because his brother had the same car, and there's 4 in each car.
Yeah. Well, there you go, right there. You've got a practical use, which is, it can be a bit controversial. Some people like it, some people don't. But, you've also showing how you've helped your family and your friends out. So what better way to make that's storytelling right there. That'd make the perfect video. What happened? Why did you need to do the fix? What did you need to do to make it better? And did it work? Yes, it did. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah. And I actually, believe it or not, I thought about selling it because in order to fix what it fixes, you have to buy the motor from Chevrolet that comes with the gearbox on it.
Right.
Which is like $40.
Wow.
But if you just take 2 screws out, slide the gear out, slide the new gear in, put the box back together, everything works. It's just, that simple. So I could sell them for $5 and probably make a living.
Country, yeah.
But I really, it's not that I don't think I could. I just haven't, that interest hasn't gotten me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It took me a while when I very first started printing like almost 7 years ago now, the CAD side of it really threw me off, because over here in the UK we have a thing called design and technology, which is like, it's exactly what it says, you know, it's 3D and 2D CAD, and when you're in school you learn that. You have to learn it until you're about, I think it's like 14, 15, and then you choose whether you drop it and stuff. And I actually dropped that. I didn't do that as a study or anything. But my family had an engineering business, and that's where this all fell into place.
Right.
But with 3D CAD, it was because I wanted the 3D printing business that I had to succeed. That's why I did 3D CAD, and I did a 5 days intense SolidWorks Essentials course. With like draftsmen and people like that who'd done AutoCAD and stuff, and they were like, "Have you done CAD before?" I was like, "No." They were like, "You're crazy," you know. And I just threw myself in the deep end and managed to pass it. But that was just one of those courses, like a bit like yourself, you know. If you want to do it bad enough, you will do it. I think because your channel's getting, you know, so many views, and I know you'll say, "Oh, well, it's not getting that many views," but if you think about it, how many people stream every day? Not that many people in the YouTube community.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, there's a lot more in Twitch because you got a lot of gamers that play games every day. Mm-hmm. You know,
but maybe that'd be a good, you know, secondary platform for you. You know, you're talking about like YouTube, you know, it's hard because now like you're doing full-time work and, you know, things like that. Maybe for you, maybe Twitch would be a nice break where you could do like 2 days Twitch, 2 days YouTube, you know, and then give yourself that time off. You know, I'm not, the Twitch chat's probably going, "Shut up, Ben, you know, don't tell Lotta to have any time off." But what I'm saying is you've got to have your life as well, and maybe that little break between the two platforms would, you know, it might work better for you.
Right. Let me answer 3D Maker Kid. Why do I only stream? I don't only stream. Well, I do make, you know, Mail Thing Thursday, and I am actually working on a video on the comparison of the PEI powder coated sheet. So I am working on other stuff. It's just that I don't have a lot of time outside of streaming, kid. So
yeah,
but no,
is that a comparison between the smooth PEI and the powder coated?
No, it's a comparison between the two different Prusa sheets that I have, the powder coated, and the one that Ken sent me.
All right, okay, that would be quite an interesting video then.
Because I will tell you, the texture that I get from Ken's is it's a lot finer texture.
Right.
The pieces of the PEI that they powder coat with at Prusa are a lot bigger than the ones Ken used.
Yeah, I bet Shane's in that chat telling you off now.
Yeah. No, who's telling me off? Shane?
Shane, yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Well, and Shane's right. I did make some interviews. I actually still have some more of that footage that I need to get up. The E3D tool changer is going to be a whole different thing before I get my damn interview up with those guys. And I need to tell, hold on just a second, who was it? It was the Lightspeed. The Lightspeed, if you want to talk to me, there's a interview channel, and right below that you'll see Q. You need to jump into there if you want to talk to me. He keeps messaging me, and I'm not going to jump on a separate call. But
if you want me to jump off, I'll go.
He's not there yet, Hawk. So he's got to get there. He keeps messaging me, but if you want to talk, you just click on the Q. All you have to do is click on it, and it'll put you in there, and I'll see you in there. So yeah. I don't know what Shane did.
Yeah, like stuff like that where you're saying, you know, like I fully appreciate where you're coming from, like with time and everything, because while I had the business and then I was, you know, doing this as well, totally appreciate where you're coming from with that. You know, it's really tough, especially the editing time. When I very first started, it took me forever to edit, and like today, to get that video out where I mentioned you, my Adobe Premiere Pro crashed 5 times and had to restart the edit every time. And it was 20 minutes of footage that I compressed to 12 minutes, and you know, like obviously I'm putting overlays in and text and like putting that overlay in the top corner of you, and making that into like a time lapse and things like that. So it's all like little niggly bits, and then it crashed. But you know what? The fact that I got it done is such a sense of relief, and now that it's out there and people have seen it, and what I'm wanting more from that video is, and I'm not just saying this, not just blowing smoke, is I want people to be subbing to you rather than liking my video. I'm like, go do what I'm telling you to do. You know, the maker coin's one thing, great, download it, and go and sub to Walter. You know.
Yeah. No, I get it, man, and I still, it's still cool to me, you know, and I talked to Pooch about it last night. It amazes me, you know, because, you know, and everybody's like, well, there's 26 people watching you now. We've had a peak of 30 people on this show tonight. That's the most we've had tonight. It's 30 people. Yeah. That's 30 people that took time out of their day to sit and watch this old fart sit here and talk to you guys. That's it. You know?
And you shouldn't be so hard on yourself, though, because you bring a lot to the community. You know, it's like all these different people that I've become to know, like Scalder and, you know, John Mack and Brian Vines and all these other people. You know, there's many other people that I can mention, you know, that I didn't know before at your stream. And it's like, that's a bigger part of the community for me, beyond Twitter, beyond, you know, and like Discord. I didn't know what Discord was because apart from I was on it with something from Twitch, but I didn't really understand it, and now I get it. But, you know, it's all these different accessories, if you like, that you're adding to the community. You know, see, this would be an ideal channel trailer for you. You know, I'm not just like, again, not blowing smoke, but it'd be good for you to like say, this is why you should come to my channel, because I'm giving you kind of an idea of what would benefit so many people who don't know about 3D printing that are coming to your channel, because, you know, you talk about G-Code, you talk about Discord, and, you know, it'll get people to the real vibe of the community, and you're bringing people on that are big in the community, like Repcard, like Broken Nerd, like Uncle Jesse, like Joe Telling, Daniel Neray, etc. And other channels aren't doing that at the moment, so you're giving yourself that real important niche, which is awesome.
Well, and you know, and I do have the light speed waiting, so I'm gonna wrap this up with you for real quick.
Yeah, sure.
And no like I said, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do this every Thursday, because I think it's even better now than it was when I tried it the first time. But one of the reasons for my interviews isn't to say, like I was telling Pooch last night, it's not for him to get on there and sell his stuff, but a lot of people didn't even know who he was.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
You know, and that's what I want to do. You know, he's been on YouTube for 12 years.
I see. I didn't know he'd been on that long.
Yeah, he's got almost 22,000 subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
That's just, you know, I'm amazed by that. Come see who you are. You know, that's what I want to do. You know, and I talked to one of our very own this week, and Ken's going to be on here. I'm hoping this month. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that Ken Cobb is going to be on here for his powder coated PDI sheet. So we're trying to bring people to the community. That's what I'm trying to do.
You keep doing your thing, man. I'll let you go and let you speak to Lightspeed, but awesome to talk to, and you keep being you. All right.
All right, Brother Hawk. Take it easy, man.
Okay, I'll be back on the chat.
Okay, thanks.
See you, man. Bye.
Yep. All right, Lightspeed, you need to mute your YouTube, because I'm dropping you in here. This will be the last call for the day. We've only got 10 minutes, so it's going to be just a second. All right, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. So what's going on, man?
Not much. Hey, you know, I love watching YouTube, and I watch just about everybody. But I kind of gravitated to your channel. I think it's a travesty that you don't have more so honestly. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but I just think that for me, I've only and somebody bought Finder for a gift, and I've been obsessed with it for a year, and I've just used, I mean, literally it's printed, I think 3,000 hours or something. But because I started watching this channel, I never really even knew what a Prusa was until I started watching an MK3 a couple months ago or a month ago. And I feel like I'm learning all over again because it's extremely difficult. But nonetheless, I'm kind of muddling through it and figuring out Simplify 3D be. But I just want to say thanks, man. I watch every day, and you know, I hope your channel.
Well, man, I mean, you know, really and truthfully, Lightspeed, that's one of the reasons, you know, the kid asked me why I stream all the time. Because for one, I struggle just like everybody else. And I want everybody else to see that struggle and laugh and joke and all that stuff about it. But they go, you know what? I did that same crap. You know, that's what I'm trying to do here. Because I'm not an expert by any means.
You know, I print thousands of dollars probably worth of trinkets, and I take them to my job, and people, you know, I leave them on my desk, and people take them home to their kids and whatever. People are so intrigued by it, you know, and I love the more figuring it out as I go, you know what I mean? And it's been a real journey. You talked to them, like, changed my life with this Prusa. Like, I was ready to really throw it out the window. I could not figure out how to get a decent quality until on Twitter he hit me up and gave me a profile, and like it changed everything for me. So it really is the community, you know.
Well, and the thing is, though, I mean, a lot of people didn't even know the community existed like it does on Twitter. Without channels, without channels like mine that say, look, man, there's more community out there than you realize. Because, you know, without the live streaming stuff, you know, Joel he does videos, and it's great. I mean, he's great at it. His videos are great. And every now and again, he does a live stream. My live streams are about the community. That's what they're about. Right. You know, just hanging out.
Yeah, and he's good. I mean, you know, I'm from, I used a little bit north of him. Now I live in Arizona, but yeah, he's great, and I think Angus is great, and I think Tom is great. But for me, better talking to a bunch of people that like the same stuff you like, you know what I mean? And for me, that's a lot better than watching a real big production of a video. I don't know. I think this eventually will take off more sense to people. I think it's going to hit home more, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt about it. And I got to say, Hawk, thanks for being on, man. I appreciate it. But I'm so glad to be a part of a community where I can hang out with people, you know, that I watch on YouTube. I enjoyed that, you know, when I went to Earth, I enjoyed meeting people that I had seen only their names, you know, because a lot of people that watch my channel don't even do videos. Right. You know.
Yeah, I do some videos, but I only do drone videos. I was way into drones, and I think that's kind of what got me into this too, is printing drone stuff. But yeah, it's just and now I'm into. I love the Fusion 360. I mean, I totally suck at it, but man, it is so cool in my mind. Like, it's something I only dreamed about when I was a kid. To be able to think of something measured is like. I mean, that's like Star Trek stuff, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. It really is a weird world that, you know, I think people underestimate it, and then they overestimate it and think it's so hard, but it's really not that hard. You know, it's really not. Right. But pretty cool. But anyways, I'm going to go, man. I just want to say hello, and I watch a lot, and I appreciate everything you're doing, and thanks for everybody's help.
Well, hey, man, come back anytime. Like I said, we're going to try to do this every Thursday. I'm going to call it the Thursday call-in, and that's what we're going to do. But take it easy. All right, Tom, thank you. Thank you for saying that, and that's exactly what this is all about, is about putting a voice with a name. You know, you said last night that you didn't even know Pooch did videos. You just thought he was a Twitter god. And I get that. I completely get it. No, kid, you do what you got to do, man. I mean, YouTube is a big thing, man. Mapro6, you have a great day, sir. It's almost over for me. It's almost over for me. What you laughing at, Big Steve? Okay, Tom, that sounds good. We do need to talk to the Filament Whisperer. Why not, Teresa? Sure we do. Matter of fact, we'll run long. You jump in the queue over here on Discord, and we'll run long just so we can talk to you for a few minutes. from Tomorrowland. Yeah, no, he is the filament whisperer. There's no doubt about it. And believe you me, he doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be interviewed on my channel. Matter of fact, I think he has a September spot. No, he's coming. He just doesn't know it yet. You lost the Discord link. It's in the description. No, I'm going to try to do this every Thursday, Steve. Yeah, your mic is awful. Blah, 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 blah. That's all I ever hear. I don't want to hear it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shane. If you can get him on, go ahead, man. And Tom's going to be on camera. Absolutely going to be on camera. We're going to have a Google Hangout. It's going to be awesome. But, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Shane. Throwback Thursday. Do it, Chris. You can't go on camera for Shane before you go on camera for me. That's all I got to say. You just can't do it. Because if that's the case, you're coming on tomorrow night. No, I can't tomorrow night. And I do want to warn you, Monday is open house for the high school. That's Monday. And I'm going to talk about that Sunday evening on the stream. Monday is open house for the high school. So, okay, challenge accepted. Okay, Tom, so when I get done with this stream, I'll just hang up and I'll send you a Google Hangout and we'll just turn around and stream right now. Yeah, well, you know, it's my last daughter, and it's really good. Thanks, Hawk. Good night, my brother. Go to bed and have a good night. But no, it's open house for high school. It's my last daughter. You know, it is what it is. So, probably Monday. Monday I will not be on here. I'm sorry, but we knew this was coming. We knew school was going to start. That's why I started taking Fridays off, because Fridays are going to be empty. And that's why I'm only doing morning coffee on Saturday, because I get off of here before football starts on Saturdays. Yeah, there's excuses. It's not excuses. It's family. And I know y'all are my family too, but no, it's family, and that's what it's going to be. You have two. I hear you, Chris Freeze. We're down to 1 from 4, so I get it. I do get it. You know, and it's really funny because at one time we had 4 at 4 different schools. Cool, Teresa. Yeah, but that's NFL. That's not football. But anyway, all right, guys, that's it. Y'all know how this ends. Y'all treat each other with respect. Treat each other like you want to be treated, and we'll all be better off for it. That's just the way it is. Thank you for joining me on the Country Club. I'm Walter, by the way. That's my name. Links are below if you want to support the channel. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Just let me know why you did either one. But thank you, and we will see you Saturday morning for morning coffee. Remember, no stream on Fridays. So y'all have a great night, and we'll see you on the flip side.